Before we get started, definitely want to do some shouts out. Definitely want to thank our sponsor, 94.3 WYBC.
The rhythm of the city.
Also, one shout out to remember that every Saturday you can, check your boy out on the Saturday night dance party on 94.3 WYBC. You can go to 943wybc.com. I'm definitely going to change that picture. I just threw that picture up there. Don't like that picture really, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And also, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Real DSTM, Twitter, Real DSTM1, Professional Sutton, on YouTube, which probably going to change that handle, and you know how to find the Cash App. But anyway,
Do we? Do
yeah,
we?
yes, they do. I think that they do.
Okay, yeah, they do. Chris,
Yeah,
you know, never mind. Go ahead.
I think they
I'm
do.
gonna let you continue on, bro.
Listen, I had
No,
added y'all. Y'all
no.
still didn't send me out information yet, but
Yeah,
anyway.
all right.
Um,
Nigga
Yeah,
sent
all
me,
right. Yeah,
nigga
all
so
sent
right.
me so many cash apps. This nigga don't got no information. I ain't, nigga.
uh, I'm still waiting for it. So
Should
if
have never
you
gave you niggas money. Go ahead.
sound like NBA talking Kyrie, listen. So if you guys have not, been paying attention to what's going on, it's been real volatile and hostile in the NBA. Kyrie is catching a lot of backlash for something that he did again, and we're going to explain what he did again. I'm just going to say my opinion. People are in an uproar. He was dropped from Nike. He was suspended a few games. People call him idiots. A lot has been going on with Kyrie.
A
Before
lot
you,
of that is true.
well, prior to the comments or things that was put into the media. Before we, get on, I want to read Charles Barkley's comment. Charles Barkley said, "I think the NBA dropped the ball. I think he should have been suspended. I can't believe that we ain't talking
You
about
ain't shit.
basketball. We talking
You
about
ain't
this
shit.
idiot." That's what Charles Barkley said
You
uh,
ain't shit.
to Kyrie. And Kyrie is currently suspended from the Nets for at least 5 games. And this is a photo by Dustin Satloff and Getty Images. I want to give them their credit. I don't want to try to get sued. Fellas, we're going to jump right into it, man. Yo, what's your opinion? Because the people want to know. What's your opinion on the whole situation?
That's Chris G right there.
Well, I mean, I'll start it off.
Go ahead,
Yo,
please do.
I don't like it, yo.
Okay.
I don't like it. And I'm gonna just be a buck with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think what he's first of all, and I never thought I'd be saying this, but me and a coworker of mine were already discussing it. But out of all people, out of all commentators,
Mm-hmm.
Jason Whitlock hitting it on the head, talking about, yo, this is a movie financed on a platform of Amazon. I don't see
Mm.
nobody going after Jeff Bezos.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Kyrie Irving ain't making a dime off of this movie. But nobody said nothing about Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Nobody said nothing about the director,
Mm-hmm.
the producer, the production company, all of the people who got their literal hands in the cookie jar. But Kyrie got to be the guy. And listen, and don't nobody want to cap for Kyrie less than me,
That's true.
because
Ain't lying.
in the words of Kevin Durant, hold up, he's an idiot. Kyrie is an idiot.
Where did he go to school? College.
Listen, he was there for 7 games. Don't even
I'm just saying.
we ain't
I'm
even
just
going.
saying.
We ain't even going. He ain't even win no natty.
I'm just saying,
about
right?
that.
He always talk about Duke. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen, listen. He ain't gonna be he ain't the first or the last dumb Duke player. Exhibit B, Sheldon Williams,
Oh yeah.
fumbled Candace Park. You know what? I'm getting off subject.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting off topic. I'm getting off topic. The real topic should be, I do not like the song and dance they're trying to make Kyrie Irving perform to play basketball again. That I don't like.
Mm.
That I don't like. I mean, and what I really need to see is the players union
Mm-hmm.
get up and back this man. Cause listen,
Where's Chris Paul at now?
I need Chris Paul to go. That That's not a part of what we signed
No,
up
hold
for.
up. We need Chris Paul. We need State Farm. We need Troy Vincent to come over. We need a whole bunch of
We
people.
need the
to join
whole
this
crew because the laundry list of things they gave him to do before he's going to be able to be accepted back into the Nets organization.
Mhm.
If I'm Kyrie, and listen, Kyrie takes a lot of bad stances. He takes a lot of them. This is one where he should go, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I would be fully behind him. Now, granted, the whole, I've seen a little bit about this documentary.
Chris, but
So
I
don't-
have a question though. But what did Kyrie say?
He didn't say anything.
Okay,
say
okay,
anything.
okay.
He
Let's say that
tweeted-
again. Let's say that again. What did Kyrie say to offend anybody?
He didn't say anything.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Let me back pedal a little bit on that.
Mhm.
He retweeted something and then was asked about it. And in the thing that he was asked about, I don't personally think he said anything anti-Semitic, but I am not Jewish, so I cannot make that, I
Okay.
can't make that claim that it was or it wasn't. But people didn't like the answers that he gave when they asked him why he retweeted that particular movie.
Do
or
you know what
documentary.
answers he gave? I mean, I can find it.
I mean, I know he talked about not being able to be anti-Semitic because he knows where he comes from.
Yeah, he's
I know he brought up Alex Jones making good points, and that's never
No.
good. Listen,
right.
Kyrie Irving handled this whole situation bad, and Kyrie Irving is the poster boy for handling situations badly. That does not mean, though, that he did anything to justify having to jump through these kind of hoops to play basketball again.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't like. The whole the $500,000 mandatory you need to give to the Jewish community. I don't like. You need to have sensitivity training, anti-Semitic training. I don't like that. But all of those things are doable things. The thing that I really don't like is you need to make an apology that I deem
fit.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I really don't like.
Yep.
And then you need to talk to me, the owner, Josiah, and I need to feel the contrition from you before I let you play basketball again.
Mm-hmm.
See, now we're crossing the line.
Yep.
We're crossing the line. And my problem with this is I wish we could remove Kyrie Irving from the situation because he's the wrong poster child for this.
Mhm.
But he is who we got at this moment. But now, going forward, cool. Retweets and likes can get you suspended. Oh, okay. I need everybody to come up the bat. I need everybody to start coming up the bat now. I don't roll with that, man. Listen, I don't like what he said. I don't agree. Like I said, I seen a little bit of it. The documentary thing, it's wild. And Kyrie is a wild conspiracy theory. He does a lot of wild things. Now, there's some validity in certain aspects to things, and I'm not getting into that. That's for other people to battle. I honestly don't care. They can battle that stuff. But the majority of that documentary or mockumentary is wild.
Mm-hmm.
And, I believe they even go as far as saying that the Holocaust didn't happen or didn't exist. Like, it's a wild documentary. And I'm saying he wasn't being responsible
Right.
retweeting it.
I like that.
He wasn't being responsible
I like that.
liking it. That wasn't a responsible thing. Was it a anti-Semitic, I hate Jewish people thing?
No.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, of course.
That is a stretch. And got to be careful.
Yeah.
Got to be careful with things like this. You can start going down a slippery slope. And, the woke police.
They're going to get you.
Keep playing on the side. They're going to come for you one day, too.
Yeah.
So be careful out there, Josiah. Be careful out there, Josiah.
I would like to play a clip that was on YouTube from Kyrie's interview, if I can. Again, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. It's 6 minutes long, but I just want to kind of get people a little feel of what's going on and and talk about what Kyrie was saying and feeling. So let's play that. All right, we are back. We are back. Sorry, we have some technical difficulties, but it is all good. We're gonna, keep it moving. So what I was doing was I was trying to show you a clip of Kyrie and what he was saying in regards to the comments and in regards to how he felt about how everything was going on. It looks like somebody was hating on me. They didn't want me to play it, but you know what? I'm gonna persevere. I'm gonna play it anyway. So I'm gonna play that Kyrie clip here. Let's see what happens.
Hey yo, Quet.
Yo.
They didn't want you to play it. God did.
Yeah, you stupid. Let's see.
Some things that were questionable in there, untrue. Like I said, and the first time you guys asked me when I was sitting on that stage, I don't believe everything that everybody posts. It's a documentary, so I take my responsibility.
It seems like Adam Silver wanted to hear the word "I apologize" or in your.
If you did not hear that, ladies and gentlemen, he said, and I quote, everything in the documentary is not true, and I take my responsibilities. Take my responsibilities for it. I mean, I think that people are glossing over that heavily. You know what I mean? Again, sensation sells. Ruck, please take it away, brother, because I got something to say, man, too. But, I want my brother to say something.
Boy.
Tell that nigga get out my money shot.
What up, dude?
Who that? Killer Camp?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So, Ruck, man, what is your take on it, brother? What is your good take on it?
So, I just want to preface everything I'm about to say just by saying this. My statements are truly the opinions of me. They may not be the opinions of DSTM, but they are mine. So I own those. I'll take it a step further before we get to Kyrie. As Chris knows, and I think I was talking to Quet before, and I talked to a couple other people, going back to Kanye, because Kanye is kind of linked in this puddle that we're dealing with right now. I was able to get through about 41 minutes of his Drink Champs interview. Excuse me. Shout out to Nori and DJ EFN.
Yep.
Outside of his George Floyd comments, I have to say, a lot of stuff that Kanye said made some sense. And it made some sense on the scope of we as a people in our search to be great and respected in this world always just go with what's given. And when people like us question things, or they seem to have some type of power and validity to some things that they're saying, it's easy for us to be shut down. But when you put all of these issues on the table, and they seem to be issues that other cultures and races have also stepped in, the punishment does not seem to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
So Kanye came out and he said some things that everybody said was anti-Semitic. So of course he lost his $1 billion placement. He lost his deal with Adidas, and things like that. So now we go to Kyrie and it becomes the same thing. But one of the things that Kanye was kind of describing in his rant was that, Jewish people are in a certain power sector in this country. They have done the things that they've done when they come over to build an empire. That is great. They have helped their own people. That is great. They've put themselves in position of power. So when they don't like something, or just like anybody in power that doesn't like something, they tend to strike back at it. So but look at what he said. Like, if you say something about them, there's going to be some problems. Like he said, he was going to be canceled. But look at the hypocrisy and what happened to Kyrie. Mm-hmm. Former Commissioner David Stern of the NBA might have some links to Jewish heritage. Adam Silver, current Commissioner of the NBA, has some links to a Jewish heritage as well. and now they are making the decisions or forcing Kyrie to do things about a post, a tweet that nobody else in our sports culture has done. Does anybody remember Riley Cooper for the Philadelphia Eagles?
Oh yes, I do.
He actually had a voice recording of
Who you say?
himself
Riley
saying
Cooper,
Riley Cooper,
Oh, Riley
former
Cooper.
Florida Gator.
right?
Hold on, no. Hold on, no. Hold on.
Mhm.
Riley Cooper did the tap dance. And I'm not saying it's right, and I remember the whole Riley Cooper situation, but Riley Cooper willingly did that tap dance because he
Okay,
knew what it was. Now, I'm
so
not
here's
saying
the
whether that
thing.
was right or wrong, but I'm
So
saying he
here's the thing.
willingly did the tap dance.
But he willingly did a tap dance that was clearly based on who he had to see in the locker room. The NFL didn't make him do a tap dance to come back and play. I don't even believe that he was suspended. Now, if we're talking about hate speech, anti Semitic comments, racial slurs, things like that, if these comments are hurtful when we're talking about the Holocaust, what about slavery in the United States? When does that ever become a platform that something is hurtful, something that people should apologize to us for? So here it is. You have a man that has said, "Listen, I'm not standing for anything anti-Semitic, but I also know where I come from
Mm-hmm.
and what my people have been through.
Mm-hmm.
So if I didn't say anything, if I didn't support, if I didn't promote and tell people to go and watch this documentary, I support this documentary. What are we actually talking about?" But I think it seems eerily funny that now we're watching him have to tap dance, which is another racial thing, to work, and we haven't seen that before. But again, my concern with this situation is, why is everybody shocked? It ain't like this is something new. But when does it become a situation that we kind of say enough is enough? That's my wonder. I get people's um, viewpoint, and everybody has their right to say what they said, like Charles Barkley, like Shaq, but even LeBron in his comments or not comments. Um, but when does it become enough? Enough is enough,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like even the young lady that got on air and said that people like LeBron and everybody else in the NBA should shut up and dribble.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any suspension there? Was there any tap dance that she had to do to be back on the air the next day? So again, with everything
Well, her
Kanye said,
name, Laura
everything.
is her name.
Yeah, she's done off the
Mhm.
air though. Thank God.
What'd you say?
She's
No,
off. Isn't she off the air?
no, Laura is still on the air. I just want to make it was weird because yes, she did say that, and it coincided with she was already planning on taking like a bit of a break, so she got to drop that bomb and disappear. You know what I mean?
So and
So
again, but she got to drop that bomb,
Mm-hmm.
disappear, come back to the air, and what penance did she have to make? Because I bet that we can go down the line of any celebrity that we know that looks like us. We can describe in full any mistake they made and the penance they had to make to get back.
well, I will say she did. Some sponsors did try to push Fox. They said they were dropping out, and some of them did drop out. They said they wasn't going, support that show. But, but, Fox, you can say a lot of things about Fox. They support theirs. They support theirs, and they fully supported her.
So
More than I
so
can say for the
this
NBA.
and think about this, right? Chris had brought up a point when he was talking earlier where he said that this documentary that Kyrie posted is supported by Amazon and Jeff Bezos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Bezos didn't lose that billion dollar status. And this is a production that comes out of or in connection to his company, directly connected to. Has anybody even asked Jeff Bezos if he is sorry for how he made people feel?
Why would it be?
Right? But again, it seems eerily similar that again, you get somebody of a different color that says something that yeah, you gotta do this and you gotta do that. Right? And this really may not even make any sense, but I was thinking about this today. How crazy is it for Adidas to drop Kanye for anti-Semitic comments? And Adidas is a German company, and if we're talking about the Holocaust and the Jewish people and the Nazis from okay, all right, yeah.
I will say
I
this
read a little bit.
about.
I read a
I
little
will
bit.
say this about German.
I do sometimes. Like,
I will say this about the German community. Unlike the United States, they have made they have tried to put all the right steps into apologizing, making amends, and what's that dirty word we like to say around here in America? Oh, reparations to the Jewish community.
Yep.
Just saying.
so again, here it is again, just like you just said, Chris. They have made attempts to right a wrong that their forefathers, their countrymen were responsible for. We ain't never got that. We ain't even got a sorry. We still listen. November 8th, people, it's time to vote, right? They still doing stuff about that. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, who has apologized? Who apologized for now? We're going into 40 years of this being on air and being played. Who has ever apologized for Roots? Who's ever apologized for promoting and putting out 12 Years a Slave?
Wait till it's my turn.
Right? But let a movie like Birth of a Nation come out when we're talking about Nat Turner. Ooh, I don't think y'all should watch that. That's a little too much.
No, they stop it from being played
right
in the theaters.
You not only is it stopped being played in the theaters, but you can't even find it on the streaming sites that we got.
You can't find it on the goddamn DVD.
So
Bootleg at that.
again, I just it makes me pause to think, like, you know what? If people don't know what this is, then I don't know what to tell you. One of the other early thoughts that I had, listen, Kyrie, if you ever watching this, I'm from Jersey, you from Jersey, so that's the one connection that we got. But I say this, Kyrie, stand on what you stand on. And if you feel like you want to continue to play basketball, there's a whole country people in Asia that will gladly accept you. And you will make all the money you need to there. You know? But it's sad that, again, someone would have to leave where they're from to go and make some money. By the way, since we talking about right and wrongs, why is Brittany Griner not home? Why is she facing 9 years in a Russian prison camp? But again, if it was Sue Bird, Kelsey Plum, Diana Taurasi, and this is no shade towards them, but we have to state what it is. If it was them, if it was Stewie be home. So I don't know, Quet. It's you, bro, because this is a unfortunately, this is a movie that we have all seen before.
Hey man, it is one of those movies that we've seen before, unfortunately. But also, here's my thing, right? In the clip that I played, Kyrie said, "Listen, I was wrong. I don't stand by everything, and I have to right some wrongs." So when we're talking about equality, when we're talking about, hey, let's do it together, right? My thing is, why didn't they educate Kyrie then instead of just kicking him out? That's my thing, right? Like, if you're saying he's wrong in what he said or showed or didn't say, why didn't you say, hey, let me educate you on this? Because every time someone says something about us, we got to be the bigger people. Hey, stop it. Cut it out. Or what happens is You take that person that said something crazy, take them out their position, place them in another position just to hide the fact that they still have a job.
Mm.
And then we have to educate them on their actions, right? That's what we have to do all the time. And that's cool because I'm all about educating. Another thing is the media is pushing this bigger than what it needs to be. And if you know about the media, they will push something to the point where people will die because of what they put out. The media is more of a, I'd rather ask for forgiveness than apologize in that moment. And that's what they're doing. That's how they're feeling it. What's up, Chris?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please do.
Hey, how much they been talking about Brett Favre?
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Chris,
Hey, Chris, say that one more time for the people in the back.
please.
I'm just saying, it's funny how the Brett Favre walls were closing in, and a story came out of nowhere. Because I just want to be clear, for as idiotic as he was for tweeting it and retweeting it and liking and all that stuff, he actually put that out a while ago. Somebody had to go back and dig that up to bring that back to light. Because for how dangerous Kyrie is on his platform, wasn't nobody talking about it till the media asked him about it.
Yep.
And it's funny that kind of coincided with the walls closing in on Brett Favre, and now that story is, whatever.
Chris, you might, and Rock, you guys are so smart because the same thing happened to Colin Kaepernick, right? The same thing happened to him because he was kneeling, again, as a 49ers fan, he was doing this for a while, some years before they finally caught on and said, hey, what is he doing down there?
And he so happened to coincide with the election, huh?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not the conspiracy guy.
Wait, no, Chris, we gotta keep that going, right?
I'm just putting pieces together. Pieces.
So let's keep connecting the dots. So that coincided with the election. Then we have everything that goes on with Kaepernick, and then we have Roger Goodell reach out to the guy in the black community to bring him over to kind of smooth things over, right? Then all of a sudden, the NFL wants to give Colin a chance.
Remember that?
Right? And then Nike gives him a shoe. And then they say, we also are going to give you a lifetime deal, Cap. You know why? Because we don't want you to even think about that no more. We'll take care of you. Significant that we haven't heard anything else from Colin. That we haven't seen anything else. And how the story goes away. Funny that I am a Packers fan. You see it over my shoulder. But it's so funny how... Chris, have you heard any statements from the NFL Hall of Fame?
Nope.
I haven't heard anything. So that gold jacket still must be all right. So...
Yep.
Bro, this is the part about these arguments that become sickening. Because the easiest thing to do, and again, I am not a supporter of Kanye West and his rhetoric. I am not a supporter of Kyrie and his rhetoric or his conspiracy theories or things that he does, right? But what you cannot deny is how it's eerily similar that people that tend to take a stand that look like us now have problems. Problems. And look at everything that has happened coincidentally or succinctly with Kanye. Off the Forbes list, the athletes on his sports agency now have to renounce that and walk away from there. They closed the Donda Academy School. That's over. So it's just weird. Could it be a coincidence or could it be planned? systematically. And that's a word for our culture that has been relevant for years.
Mm.
So it's funny. It's just it's too funny.
I
Chris.
got something else too, Rock. Again, and people might get mad at me, right? People might get mad at me, but I don't care. I don't care, right? So when the owner for the Clippers, what's his name, Donald Sterling, which is not his real name because he was a Jewish man that came over to America and was ashamed of his real name, so he changed the name to Donald Sterling. But I digress. People don't know that though. And then the Suns owner, he said some racial stuff. His team is in limbo, right? Whenever, a person of African American, who's African American, who's black in the basketball world, does something that they don't like, because we've seen many people that take a stand. I mean, it happened in the 90s, with two Muslims who said, hey, I don't agree with this, not being disrespectful, but I just don't agree with this. But I'm going to do it in a peaceful manner. I ain't calling nobody names. I just want to do this in a peaceful manner. What happens when we say something? We lose money. Okay? Here's how it works in the NBA.
You get blackballed out the league. Craig Hodges and Mahmoud Abdul Rauf were out of the league.
Yep. Yes. They were out of the league. But watch this, though. But watch my point, though. I'm going to get into my TD Jakes. Watch this. Chris, no. Whenever they say something to us or about us that offends us, what do? They get to sell their team. Not give away their team. Not say, I'm going to give you money. They get to make money and still be in a position of power. See, that's the difference between us and them. Is that when we say something and we're trying to let you know how we feel, we get shunned. You take our money. You get some black people that you think that's going to, stand up for your cause. Okay, cool. You want to talk? Cool. I'm not saying no names. People got to eat, whatever. But what happens is we lose money, we lose sponsorships, and we get blackballed. But Donald Sterling and the Suns owner, they sell their team and make money. They make money off of their situation. Now, if it was up to me, and if it was, again, now, if they're saying that, imagine how they're treating their players. And that was evident because I listened to a whole 30 for 30 documentary on a podcast about how Donald Sterling treated people who are not of him or like him. And it's disgusting, and it's despicable. But what happens when a basketball player says something out of line, again, it's like, you better know your place. You better be lucky that you're playing. And then people that's watching, they feel the same way too. Boy, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are talking like that? Don't you know who I am? Listen, your little $100 tickets that you buy, that shit means nothing if you're not treating them like a decent human being. And then that carries outside of the arena, the stadium. It's systematic. So when you're talking about, I'm offended. Well, guess what? Let me tell you how offended I am. And I'm sure I'm probably speaking to you. I'm offended when I can't get equality, when I can't get equity. That's why I'm offended. So you tell me when we say something, it's, stop it. Remember when players, was like, hey, we're not going to play. Oh, stop being a baby. It's not that serious. Oh, it's not that serious now, huh? Because it doesn't affect you. Now, listen, we don't support any anti-Semitic language on this show, and I'm sure I can speak for my brother, we don't. But what we're not going to do is act like a lot of y'all people, I ain't going to cuss, Chris, bro, I ain't going to cuss, but we're going to act like a lot of y'all people wasn't being real loud and clear when it was affecting the black community. And then I'm going to shut up. I'm not saying what you said, but what I'm saying is what you didn't say. That spoke volumes to me. Just know that. Just know that. What you didn't say, I heard you loud and clear. But anytime there's a situation about something that you're passionate about, oh, you say a lot. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. So, Chris, I mean,
I would like to say that there's two conversations or two things that's going on in this Kyrie Irving situation. One that is a macro micro, and I think there's always been a level. Oh my lord, there's always been a level. Y'all see it in a bit of contention, and I don't know why, because it really should be more love than anything. But there's always been a contention between the black and Jewish community.
yeah.
If you grew up in the hood, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Now, the media is selective of how they like to cover things, right? But for instance, if you grew up where we grew up, you know where the Orthodox Jews live. You know where the blacks live. It is like this.
Yeah, Chris,
It's like this.
And just to piggyback, you live literally like a block away from where a lot of the Jewish community resided.
A block
Literally.
is a stretch.
Yes, like
That's a stretch.
yes, that's literally right there.
Here's the thing. I got Orthodox Jews. Orthodox Jews walk by my house to go on their daily walks every day.
No, I'm talking about when you were growing up. I'm talking about on Elm Street right there.
Elm Street, yes, but I'm talking about where I'm at right now.
That's true. Yep.
Where I'm at right now, where your son live, the next street over.
Yep.
That starts the Orthodox Jews section. Now, like I said, growing up in the hood, there was always some type of content. It wasn't violent, but it was always contentious. And the thing that's going on with, and I bring that up to say this, the thing that's going on with Kyrie kind of shines a light on that contention that the black and Jewish community have, because the media and whoever you want to say the media is ran by is covering it one way. Black Twitter is talking about it a totally different way. Okay? And the people that look like us that are on TV are really straddling the line. Now, Chuck and Shaq, without saying it, are different. Let's just say that. Let's just be kind and say Shaq and Chuck are different. They lean a little differently. Fair?
Yeah, fair.
Now,
fair.
that is the overarching situation of the Kyrie Irving stuff. What I think the media, us, and sports networks and all of the pundits need to focus on is what Joe Tsai is doing to Kyrie Irving because of pressure from the Jewish community. Those are two different things. Those are two different things that are going on. There's always been some contention.
But Chris,
go ahead.
That second point that you just raised, doesn't that sound exactly like what Kanye was describing?
It does to a degree. I feel like it would fit a little better. No, I feel like it would fit to the T if Joe Tsai was Jewish. Joe Tsai is Asian, if I'm not mistaken. So, and there's been a contentious relationship there too, but we're not going to get into that. But I want to get into what Joe's...
I'm sorry, Chris, but the reason I say that is because, like you said, the influence. Because just like you just mentioned about where you live currently in New Haven, Connecticut, there is that same mirror in Brooklyn.
Yep.
So being that
100%.
that's what it is in Brooklyn right now, as well as the Asian community that is heavily in Brooklyn right now, Joe Tsai now has to play nice. But what are we playing nice with? Because here's the ironic underlining theme with everybody, right? The common denominator, as they say in math. all of this, and we're all minorities.
That's very true.
We're all
But see,
minorities.
but see, but this is what gets me. This is what's hitting it home for me. The laundry list that Joe Tsai gave Kyrie.
That's
Right?
crazy.
Here's the problem. That is crazy. And the problem that I got with it is I'm sure that other athletes, NFL, basketball, baseball, who have done things that they shouldn't have done, said, tweeted, whatever, have been given laundry lists of things they need to do before they'll be accepted back on the team. Right?
Mhm.
How many times have it been made public? That's what I got a problem with too. Why is it that, see, because it would have been a different conversation if Joe Tsai brought him into the office. Look, man to man, this is what you got to do. We're going to keep this eternal. Nobody got to know about this. I don't got to put this out in the world so they can see what I did to allow you to come back and play basketball, because I'm the owner and I can take the heat and all of the criticism for that. I'm telling you as a man, to a man, this is what you need to do before I let you back in this facility. Can you do these things for me? Cool. And move forward. But they put the list out there to make them look bad. See, look at what we made you do. That I don't like.
Hey, Chris, but here's the other thing, too, that I find it so ironic, right? The Boston Celtics didn't do this to nobody. We still don't even know who the other participants were in the scandal that they had.
Matter of fact, they had Jalen Rose on a hostage video yesterday.
Shout out to Jalen Rose for getting in trouble for that, too. But you had a great point, sir.
But my thing was, and even if, and I kind of knew that was the situation, that she was a subordinate, and because she was a subordinate, they didn't want to release the name. I knew that, but he didn't say it maliciously. He asked it as a genuine question. A genuine question. Nah, nigga, get your ass back up there and apologize. We don't need nobody come. I don't care. And listen, if you don't know, that's on you. We need you to go ahead and apologize now.
But also, again, you know, when we talking about the undertones, right? What does that look like, right? Like it looks like, okay, this black nigga raped these white women. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. That's what it looks like. He took them against their will, and he did something to these women. But when in actuality, now morally, we can get on our soapbox and talk about who's moral. I'm not here to talk about that, right? But what I'm saying is, again, like Chris said and Ruck said, it's the optics. It's the optics that gets it. Because if I make you look like you did this on purpose and like you're a bad person, guess what? I won. I want you to stay in your place. But let's call it what it is. Listen, if he's going to get suspended, then so should they. That's all I'm... Right or wrong?
What, the subordinate?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't work like that. Subordinate can sue.
That
it's the reason why. Listen, I understand why they're not releasing the name and why they don't want to release the name. I understand why Ime got suspended. Yes. I understand why Ime about to be the Nets coach.
Right.
All of that is understandable.
That. Me too.
What I don't understand is why they're trying to act like he's a pariah when
that's my problem.
Relationships like this have been going on to this day. I wish we had the Wilder drop. To this day.
I'm gonna have to get that.
In every organization, but for some reason, when a black man of authority has it's the same thing with Tiger, right? Niggas cheat every day, B. Listen, I understand it felt different because Tiger got a lot of money and his cheating is better than yours. I understand that. But yo, they treated Tiger like he committed first degree murder.
Yeah.
He cheated on his wife like, I don't know, any other famous white person of statue that you could think of. But for some reason, because it was Tiger, and because he had a white wife, and because they had put him up as this poster child, it was he didn't betray his wife, which is what he did. He betrayed America.
Mm-hmm.
So it cut deep. I don't like those scenarios. But
Here is also Chris, and please tell me. Bill Belichick. I'm not Bill Belichick. I'm sorry. I mean he, but anyway, Robert Kraft. Whatever came of that situation? I'll wait. Chris, do you know?
I know what came of the situation. Y'all not gonna do shit. Y'all not gonna do shit. And listen, shout out to Robert Kraft because he told them this. Y'all ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah. Hold on, wait.
Well, we just need you to sign that we not gonna press show. I ain't signing shit, nigga. I ain't signing shit. I'm telling you. Listen to me. Robert Kraft was in the room. He said, I ain't signing shit, nigga. That's what he said.
Show me. Hold on, wait. Hold on. I got another one. Jerry Jones. Messing with the cheerleaders.
No, let's get deep. If you're gonna do it quick, let's go all the way out.
Go ahead. Jump out the window.
What Dan Snyder said? I'll put cases on all you bitches.
I got pictures. I got photos. I even got VCR tapes.
Shoe program.
Please. I wish you would.
Now
I ain't like you light-skinned niggas anyway. Okay?
Now how long has it been since that comment came out? Ain't nothing happened.
Oh well now they're saying that again.
He's gonna allegedly sell.
Allegedly sell the team. Again. But again, let's not act like this isn't the same person who, when people kept telling him, yo, your team name is mad racist, yo. I feel offended here. Yo, listen, Dan, do you mind changing the name? I ain't changing nothing. This is the same guy that the NBA literally had to just do a hostile takeover. Said, fam, yo, we just gonna take this cause you wildin'. Cause you wildin'. We talking about entitlement. Like, so you can't just change the name. It ain't like you won shit with them. Cause you was the owner when they were winning. They weren't even playing at the raggedy ass stadium that you got. They were playing at another stadium. So let's not act like you were the end all be all for that. But I digress though. I digress.
Yeah, can we get into some sports?
Yeah. We talking sports, but go ahead.
I want to say something.
Go ahead, please.
I'm so happy for Dusty Baker.
They just won?
Baker.
Yeah.
Astros won the World Series. And the reason I'm happy for Dusty Baker, because Dusty was always the bridesman. He was never the bride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Get you there, get your team good, could never get over the hump. I'm so happy for him that he got over the hump. So glad that, that's a long time baseball guy, black man on top of that was able to win the World Series. In the words of Issa Rae, when they asked me, who are you going for tonight? Everybody black. So shout out to Dusty Baker. I want to say it off rip. Now, since we don't really talk baseball, LSU just beat Alabama. The football landscape is about to be different.
Yes, it is. Once again.
Okay? Bama lost. Clemson, not only did Clemson lose.
They lost.
It's not that they just lost. I mean, in the words of Shannon Sharp, they got puts up in them. That's what happened to them.
Tennessee too.
Listen,
Georgia,
here's the thing with Tennessee. Here's the thing with Tennessee. Tennessee having one loss and Alabama having two losses, two totally different things. See, this is going to put the committee to the test.
Yeah.
Can a two-loss Alabama team get into the playoffs?
They better not be able to be. No, hell no. Nah.
Or can a two-loss Alabama team get in over a one-loss Michigan team or a one-loss Ohio State team or an undefeated TCU that nobody respect or a one-loss USC or a two-loss conference champion Utah? See, now there's going to be them scenarios that people always say we can never get because, they don't lose.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to find out now. We're going to see what that committee really about. I can't wait. In the words of Bart Scott, can't wait.
I mean, listen, I think that the committee is going to have a lot to say and a lot to do but also in 2024, aren't they going to introduce more teams? 12 teams?
This is 2022.
I know, but listen, there is no way Alabama should be in a playoffs with their record.
At
There should
72.
be no way.
Well,
There should be no way.
You make a good point because they should have lost to Texas if Quentin Ewers didn't get hurt, and they should have lost to Texas A&M. So they should have 4 losses. But they don't. But here's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the question.
Strength of
Alabama
schedule.
play Michigan tomorrow. Who you got?
Mm.
Who you got?
I'm going with that team up north.
Hold on. I do you one better. I give you one better. Nigga, you's a lie and the devil. You a devil is a lie.
I'm taking Bama. I'm taking Bama.
You know good and well you taking Bama. You don't gotta see. You know what? The saltiness, the green envy on you, not a good color. Not a good color on you whatsoever.
I was like, okay, now he's trolling. I mean,
Yeah,
again. See, but here's how they're gonna say it, right? They're gonna look at that word, that phrase, strength of schedule. They're gonna say the teams that Bama lost to.
No.
Chris, I agree with you, Chris.
You know they are, Chris. You know they are.
Here's the thing. If you're gonna say strength of schedule, TCU was undefeated. Clemson was undefeated when Tuesday when they dropped the selection for the new rankings. They put undefeated TCU who had a tougher strength of schedule, had a better on the road winning percentage, was a better overall team.
Mm-hmm.
They put Clemson ahead of them, not 1 spot, not 2 spots, not 3 spots, 4 spots, and they both had the same undefeated record. TCU strength of schedule, on the road, quality wins by margins. They had them all. And they put Clemson because of what Clemson used to be. Because let me tell you something. Deshaun Watson ain't walking through that door. Sunshine ain't walking through that door. Clemson is ass.
Talk that junk, Chris.
Listen, I
Talk
agree
that
with you.
junk, Chris.
I agree with you.
And they proved it today. They proved it today that they're ass. Because, unfortunately, Notre Dame is ass.
They still.
Bang, bang.
But now again, there should be no way. Now, who does Bama? Do you have the schedule? I can pull up. What's Bama remaining schedule?
Nobody good enough.
Bama.
Nobody good enough.
Let's see.
They'll play Auburn. That'll be about it. Auburn ain't shifting no tides, no waves.
So there, okay, right? There is no way Alabama should be in the, even if they win these 3 games. The only team that they're going to try to give them credit, unless Mississippi loses. Is Mississippi?
Mississippi is good. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Mississippi is good.
But here's the thing though.
They're not Tennessee, Georgia good.
But watch this though.
They're not Texas A&M, LSU good.
They got Mississippi, Austin. What is it? Austin P. And then Auburn. There's no way that Alabama is making the playoffs this year. You can wrap that up.
I mean, you say that, but
there should be no way. What other team has 2 losses? Because then Alabama had 2 losses before, and they still made it in.
Yeah.
Aren't they the only
Say
team?
the sentence again. Alabama has been here before, and they still made it where?
Yeah, but
And
yeah, but there should be, but this is like this is like evidence. Like, yo, there's no way. Like the
I tell you
Stop
one
it.
other thing too. Brian Kelly just saved his job too.
yeah, he did. Yeah.
no, listen,
no.
I disagree.
No,
I disagree. I thought he been saved it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
turned LSU around. Listen, it took him a while to get his bearings.
Yeah, which is
It took
fine.
him a while. But you got to remember, after the week start, because they lost the opening game, then they lost a tough game. But they've been on it ever since.
No, but
Ever since.
yeah, no, that's true. But him
They
coming
ranked
to
number
LSU,
10. That's not no.
that's true.
They ranked number 10. That's no like,
Nah, but
no,
no,
nothing.
but
Loss
I
they had
feel what,
last week was a very bad loss, though.
but I feel
What are you talking
Chris
about? They beat Ole Miss last week.
Wait, so it was even
Yo,
so what-
LSU lost to Tennessee, who is number
Number
one,
one, yeah.
not after next week, and they lost to Florida State opening week by 1 point. So they lost to as of right now, the number 1 team, and they lost their home opener against Florida State.
a team
They
that
won
was
everything
number
else.
1 in '88. But what I'm saying
They
though,
won everything else.
but I understand what Ruck is saying. But he came to LSU to beat Bama. Okay, they
And what'd
wanted
he
that
do?
stamp.
What'd he do?
He solidified
What'd he
it.
do?
He beat Bama. And again, think about how he feel being at Notre Dame, right? Couldn't get over it, but he did today.
You know why he couldn't get over it? He had athletes.
Nope.
Let me tell you something. Notre Dame don't care about
No.
football. They care. They care. But you better have that GPA. They ain't fudging no numbers.
No.
This ain't LSU and Alabama. They ain't fudging your 0.2 GPA.
He said
To a one.
0.2.
Rounded it up to a 2.5.
Rounded it up to the highest number and fudging that to a 1.3 to get you in.
No, Chris,
Matter
you
of fact,
mean you
no,
mean
it's
to a
not.
2.5.
I forgot.
Yeah.
To get a scholarship, you need a 2.5.
What Jay said? Turn that O to a turn that O to a half a billion.
Well, let me tell you something. Notre Dame ain't doing that.
Nah.
Notre Dame ain't doing that. So he went to a place that will.
Yeah. First of all, again, people can say what they want. You gotta have money to play with the big boys. And let me tell you, who gonna be looking good the next few years? And that's Texas, because they got that oil money. Cause you seeing these 5-star recruits going at Texas left and right.
Shoot,
Well, I'll make my
Archie Irving.
determination. Exactly. I'll make my determination on how good Texas is going to be when I see Archie.
Listen,
Okay?
He
Listen,
did
That's
well.
when I'll start to.
Chris, they got money out there.
They've been had money out there.
Nah, but
They've
got
been had money out.
I know that's true, but now they got money to spend. That's what I mean. They got money to spend now.
Boosters was always going to spend money, and
Nah,
you know that. You was down there.
Chris,
Boosters was always going to spend money in Texas.
Chris,
and you know that.
Chris, that's true. But it's a difference between, right? Hear me out. It's the difference between you spending your paycheck and you getting that tax refund. It's a little different what you buying now. It's a little different in how you spending your money. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen, we'll see if Texas can really run with the big dog. Because you know who makes the most money? You know who makes the most money?
Who? You talking about, oh my God. Oh, they about to get ran the fuck out. Yeah, I ain't got no
That's
money.
who makes the most money. And I'm just calling a spade a spade. They make the most money.
Yeah, I mean, ain't shit to do
That's
out
true.
there in Ohio. So you
Damn
better
right.
go. And it ain't no good football teams
Damn.
out there. So you better go to a Buckeye game because
You better not disrespect the defending AFC champions.
That's it. They just defending.
Cincinnati Bengals.
How about them Browns? Those brag life don't
Listen,
matter.
And the Browns can go drop them kids off at the pool too, okay? 'Cause that's what they looking like. Until my boy D. Watts is there, I ain't saying shit about the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm
But he
saying.
coming though.
We gonna see
Literally.
how they really get down. Cause Ohio State, Bama, Georgia,
Michigan.
that's where the money resides.
Where the money
Okay? That's where the money resides.
For now.
Listen,
We'll
Tennessee
see.
threw a monkey wrench at everybody plans this year.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
They did.
Tennessee
did.
definitely did. But it also sets up because they have a really good recruiting class coming in next year.
Oh, don't they got that dude?
They got the quarterback.
Yeah, they got that dude. He got like a $2 million deal or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They got what's his name? He got some weight. You know, he remind me of Imani Bates. That's who he remind me of.
Yeah.
Samoan.
And you know they breed football players.
So I mean,
this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at it like this. As of right now,
okay.
SEC play stop. Georgia versus LSU for the SEC championship game.
Georgia.
Right now.
Georgia.
Right now, full stop.
Yep.
LSU got 2 losses. Bama got 2 losses. But who the tiebreaker go to?
LSU.
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 So LSU is now at the top of the mountain. LSU got, and I kid you not, Arkansas, UAB left on their schedule. Here's the hiccup. Then they got one more game after that. Last game of the season. Texas A&M. Now I know Texas A&M just cost me some money.
But they find a
let's
way.
not forget.
They find a way.
This is Texas. This is LSU going to Texas A&M. This is all the chips on the line in Texas after Texas having a disappointing season. And Jimbo Fisher trying to get his get back. So we'll see. We'll see.
You know what? And one thing I love about college football is that, Chris, what you're saying is that matters, right? Because in the NFL, you know, once you in the playoffs, you can sit players. You know, you don't want to get nobody hurt. But in college football, everything counts. And who doesn't want to spoil a team's, you know, destiny? And again, LSU, they're going to have to be on their ones. They're going to have to be on it. Chip Kelly is going to find out real soon that, listen, this ain't Notre Dame, and these boys really play ball. Nope. Regardless of the record, if they're coming to spoil, they will spoil. So it's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen, you know, moving forward. But now, Chris, I already know what you're going to say, but that Ohio State and Michigan game, really important. Really, really important.
I guarantee you do not know what I'm going to say. I can guarantee it.
Well, fuck. Well, I guess I'm gonna ask who you got. Who you think's gonna win? I know who you're rooting for, but who's gonna win?
Michigan.
Damn. Hold on, wait. This nigga tripping. Hold on.
Say that again.
This nigga frozen. What?
Michigan gonna win. I'm telling you right now. Michigan gonna win.
Where they gotta play? They playing in Ohio State.
It's in Ohio State.
So you think that Michigan is going to beat Ohio State in the shoe?
Yes, I do.
You don't like Ryan Day, do you?
I do not.
Okay.
But listen, everybody always, you just a homer for your team. So just I keeps it real. I keeps it real with my team. Now I'm always gonna support them. I'm always going, and listen, even though I feel like we're gonna lose, I'm going to sit here and watch this game and act like we're supposed to win and be mad, even though I know what's about to happen. But I listen, I gotta give you the facts. And the facts don't change. For the past 3 weeks, we haven't been able to stop the run. We got dudes running against us. I never even heard their names before. White dude was shaking us up, put buckets of change on us today. Never heard of this dude. From Northwestern 1-7. They had this white boy over running on us like it was something crazy. All right? That's off the rip. The week before that, boy from Penn State. The week before that, boy against Iowa. I'm telling you right now, Michigan's run game is better than all of those guys. We haven't been able to run the ball since we started playing good teams. Everybody was going up in arms and crazy about, you know, how balanced we were, this, that, and the third. I said, no, we not. I don't like Travion Henderson like that. He ain't played good in the big game his whole life as a Buckeye. I can't speak for high school. He ain't played in the big game good as a Buckeye yet. So, no, I don't believe that he's going to be able to run. And our offensive line has been atrocious in run blocking.
Chris,
pass blocking is different.
You sound like a coach giving a speech right now to motivate his team. Have we been good? No.
I've never heard you talk about Ohio State like this.
Like this. He knows something we don't know. Chris talking about it like, you know what, Chris, you know how like when you beat a team and your coach say, hey, guess what? We got that win, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Let's look at all the mistakes that we got here on this paper. Are we undefeated? Of course we are. Okay. Are we the best team in the nation? Yes, we are. But guess what? We are not the best team on the planet. Okay.
Hey, quit. Chris up here sounding like can't win with him.
Yep.
Don't need him.
Can't win with him.
Yep.
I'm telling you, and Buckeye fans know this. Our defense is starting to get on the men's, and I'm not saying it's not, but there's been a precipitous drop off in how we have performed.
I like that.
Each year, thank you. Each year we've gotten further away from Urban Myers. There just has been.
That's true. Yeah. Hey, listen.
Chris, let me ask you this real quick. And I do mean to interrupt, but let me ask you this. Would it be foolish to think that the Ohio State University would welcome Urban Meyer back?
Every team that he coached will. Shit.
I think that'd be a hard sell because of his extracurricular activities.
That's
the hard part.
Even knowing what he would bring back to that situation, it'll still be a hard sell. Because you know how we talk about people scaling up, right?
True. And I don't even think Urban is a fail up, but because he succeeds where he goes. That's why I wouldn't say he's a fail up. But at the same time, for lack of better words, Urban be wilding in these streets, yo.
First of all, hold on. First of all, y'all should have known that. Y'all should have known that. First of all, what is the streets? What is the hood? Urban. Come on, nigga named Urban. Y'all should have known that. He told y'all.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
we'll take forever, nigga.
Urban Myers, his meme to life should be the black dude where he just going.
My name Urban.
That's Urban Myers, son. That's Urban Myers. Man, I can't put it no better than that. Oh, he be wilding in these streets, fam.
His name is Urban, not suburban. It's Urban.
It's Urban. Listen.
Come on.
Listen, I just call it like I see it. Michigan has taken the necessary steps to be relevant. And I've always felt this way. It's why I was mad when they got Harbaugh. And I was trying to push the narrative. Yeah, get rid of him. But I knew it was coming. Because I know how he gets down. Will he ever be good enough to win a chip? That's a different story. But I know he was going to be good enough to compete. Because remember, when he went to Stanford, everybody, you'll never beat USC. Okay. Give him some time.
Listen.
He did that quick, too.
Listen. And he got a shot this year because when you look at the teams that he could possibly play, I think that they can match up with them, especially Georgia.
You on crack.
Okay.
You're on crack.
Okay. That run game of Michigan. That run game of Michigan ain't no joke. I'm just saying. Listen.
Yo, my man.
Said they got a good shot.
Yo, my man.
Yes, they can.
Yo, my man. You forgot they played last year?
That was last year. Okay, that was last year. Hold on.
The run game was better last year. You are on crack. Listen, Georgia, let me tell you something. I can't count on my Buckeyes to do it this year. You could book this. Georgia book them by 35.
Okay.
35. That's how much better Georgia is.
Yeah, Georgia real, man.
All right. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. That's what I'm going to say. I like Georgia. They're cool. I don't. Yes,
no,
I do.
Listen, you're a Gator fan.
No. Georgia is our little cousins. They finally doing something good. We gonna root for them. I don't like Bama though.
You see?
I don't shit. Anytime Bama lose, it's a happy day in the Sun household. Georgia, hey, cool. I don't mind them.
I'm gonna call it like this, yo.
Sound like hate to me.
Nah, I don't hate. Nah.
I'm gonna call it like this. Ohio State's offensive line cannot push Michigan's defensive line back enough to win this game. That's what it comes down to. It's a bunch of other little stuff I can get into, but it's relevant. That's going to be the game. That's going to decide the game right there.
Wow.
And we can't do it.
Won't do it.
Can't live with it. Don't need it.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to that game. That's going to be something. That is going to be
Don't
something.
see that this dude matches.
I'm put my phone on mute.
$5 million.
10, yeah.
Hold on, what?
He put like $10 million on the Astros to win.
Are you talking about the Matrix man?
Yeah, Max is back. Oh yeah, Max is back. That came up.
And he was out there
Max-
acting a fool. So how much did he win, Chris?
Like 25 million.
What?
Oh, 75?
It says-
Because he
it says
put like a $10 million
$75
bet, I thought.
Damn. I should have just bet like a 2,000 or something. Damn. The
Nah,
Matrix,
2,000 wouldn't have. You got to remember, Mattress Matt put this bet in at the beginning of the season.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he real.
So, he rides with his team.
Damn. So he went to 75, but that ain't shit to him.
So, all right. 75?
I mean, it's something, but
Man,
you know,
man, a drop in a bucket.
I mean, it ain't gonna change his life. I mean, because he got a pretty good life, but you know what I mean, like, you know, but that's good for him. Good for him. Chris, any like, because you know, I know you're a betting man, and I almost came up last week, almost had.
Yeah, man, we
something.
was a day late and $1 short on just a couple of them.
That was some.
Just
man,
a couple of them, man.
Listen, there's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. But definitely gonna try to get on something tomorrow. Definitely need a little bit of something.
Look, man, I'm gonna charge my iPad up because it's dying,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna hop on these tables.
Okay. All right.
Man,
All right.
hop up on these tables again, see if a young rich nigga come up on something real quick.
Well, listen, but before we go, you know we gotta make sure that our deacon, you know what I'm saying, give us something. Give us a great word, man. Give us a good word that we can use in these times, man. Deacon Deshaun Aquavius Rucker. Please take it away, sir.
Yo, this dude is stupid.
Let him use you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, hold on, wait, Ruck. God did. Go ahead.
Well, people, as you know, this is Say Word, you know, where we get into the things that we need to hear. Not what we want to hear, but what we need to hear to keep us going, right? So here it is for today. Don't let your perceptions be fueled by your preference.
My God.
Don't let your perceptions be fueled by your preference. Listen, people, it's easy, man. It's easy to be in a comfortable place, to have things that are normal to you, to feel at ease, right? But in that place of comfortability, there's no growth. It's only stagnation. Challenge yourself to kind of live outside the box. It's not always what the norm is. We can think outside the box and create different lanes, so let's do that, man. It's not about being comfortable. It's about growing and getting to where we need to be, we want to be, and where others can be inspired to get to. So don't let your perceptions be fueled by your preferences.
My God.
In
Listen.
other words, people, be easy, man. We out here. You heard?
Well, listen, fellas. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all as always, man, and everybody that's tuned in. Thank you again for tuning in to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Ruck Report. Cheers.
What's up, family? I'm Juan Castillo, and when I'm on social media, my favorite show to watch is the Don't Shoot the Messenger weekly podcast. Chris G, Professional Sutton, Rucker Report delivers sports the way it's supposed to be, real and authentic. So get ready to be entertained. My boys are ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
The cameras are on, and zeros are on the clock. Get ready for the realest, most authentic, most entertaining sports podcast there is. You may think you know sports, but they know sports and speak the truth. Here to bring you that truth is your Big Three. Give it up For Professional Son, Chris G, and the Rucker Report, Jersey. There's nothing to debate when the message is this clear. Welcome to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Ready? Break.